Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we're going to be checking out the one festival for Murders at Karlov Manor. This one, this time they're focusing on story decks, so basically decks inspired by certain beats of the storyline. We do get card sleeves for each of these, so card styles, sorry. You get card styles just for participating and playing all the way to 5 wins. We'll just choose one deck and get ready to go. Though I think I'm going to take a look. Yeah, if Tesa's here, yeah, will start here because this is Kaya and Tesa. There is a call surprise witness, though I believe this happens at the end of the story, so that might be a bit weird. But yeah, the story begins with Kaya and Tesa. We will start there. I will note that we are going to be seeing a lot of novice inspectors across all the different decks, so this is probably going to be a slower beat. We'll just go through all 5 decks, see what the pros and cons are of each deck. I did notice there's quite a bit of, there's the makeshift binding, so there's quite a bit of removal, but not that much. So right off the bat, I guess this is fine as a start. Double layering onlooker is fine. You do get free mulligans here, so that's neato as well. No, you don't get to keep the cards. Not at this price. Not surveilling, so they really like what they saw up there. We will surveil ours. Also, these full art they are cool for what they are. Opponent goes neighborhood guardian. We'll probably go leering. We'll probably go leering onlooker into so we are probably going to take 3 damage. So we might have to do double leering onlooker just to get a double. No, even if double block, it wouldn't help here. Ha! Oh, that's a nice combo with Inside Source. So that is a 4/4. So we're taking 4 right off the bat. Do I want to spend my makeshift binding on that? Probably not. There's an on the job, but that one's a bit underwhelming. Well, Simon Safer is also kind of underwhelming in this situation as well. I guess what I can do is I can play it as a top flying life linker. We are generally relying on these creature tokens for cards with say, yeah, they have their makeshift binding. That's a bit annoying. And into a mob. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. I guess we do have to makeshift binding this after all. Let's see if we can hit a relevant 2-drop. That probably would have been the argument for not playing that face down. I guess I do want to surveil. Wisp Drinker Vampire. I guess that is. Yeah, I guess that's fine. But if our opponent lands another Inside Source, I'm probably just chump blocking at that point. It does cost 4 mana to get our 2/1/1 tap. And this is not the white-red deck, so we don't have access to, say, War Leader's Fury, so that opponent is going for that. This one, I am willing to mass block. Okay, opponent just nabs a land. Actually, that might make... Yeah, that will make this... Oh, it's a basic land type check? We'll see which one our opponent takes out. We're definitely not going on the job. I'm definitely going to be playing the Wisp Drinker Vampire first. Case definitely a keep. So yeah, no point swinging that. I can swing it this one, but I think I really should be on the defensive for now. So next turn, I could just make the token. Yeah, opponent did have a Tolsimir. We'll probably just fog the token. We'll probably just makeshift the token away. Yeah, that is what we are saving for. Now, if our opponent has another one of these, then we might be in trouble. So what are we looking for? We're Tolsimir. Ooh, the double strike is the scariest part. Thankfully, no trample. Opponent could give a detective. So probably Nervous Gardener. Then I will have to decide if I want to double block or just give up the Wistdrinker Vampire. This opponent is. Hold on. This is at the beginning of your end step for each opponent who lost life this turn. I actually do want to keep a land. Maybe no. Still don't want to keep a land up quite yet. Neighborhood Guardian, I do want to keep up. So I can do this for the chain. Or I can do this just to gain the life right away, which might be more relevant for us since we're... I don't know, let's just take our time. I still want to keep these up though. But now the plan is we probably crack a clue draw. Yeah, opponent's definitely going to want to start swinging in with Trostani at this point. Thankfully, no more wolves. That was kind of why we were holding on this makeshift binding for the longest time. Ooh, they do have a nut. Okay, they're just making the wolf. So this might be the strength of the Naya deck. If our opponent just gives that death touch... Nope, they're gonna pass on it. Okay, here's the thing. Target creature in opponent's control, block that wolf this combat if able. So we are gonna lose one creature guaranteed. I might want to hold up the on the job, but let's actually crack this first. If anything, it just gives us another. So probably. I could do multiples. I'm actually gonna bin that. See if we can hit the land. No, we don't hit the land, so we'll probably just go Neighborhood Guardian instead. Now we're gonna have to figure out how to play with Kaya. This is gonna be the interesting part of the story. Also note if our opponent spends a... Okay, we're definitely keeping the planes. So our opponent most likely sends the wolf up against Teysa. That's gonna be a thing. I probably should also start sending the flyers in at this point because we need to start sending the flyers in at this point. So let's see. You may choose target token you control becomes a copy of it. Whenever one or more creatures you control and or are put into exile. So I could exile one creature. Okay. Opponent just going for this one, but it could be a Nervous Gardener. It could be. Okay, no, if they're spending mana, I think they might be going for... They could go for Vigilance Double Strike, which means, yeah, we'll just have to chump block. Oh, target creature gains Double Strike. So when a wolf, if Tolsimir attack this... Oh, they're just sending that, so it's a one-hit chump block. We'll probably not give up the Spirit Token. I think we give up the Novice Inspector. I could also just take the 6. but I think it's probably better to just take the tree and move on. It's a That one's a bit late. You're supposed to give that earlier. That the vigilance will not untap it. So let's see. I definitely want creatures to enter the battlefield. So I can exile one creature. Hold on. Exile up to one target creature that player controls. Okay, I guess we use Kaya for removal.
Glad to be here. Your problems are my profits.
Okay, wait.
I'm the best ghost hunter in the business.
So I could make this into a spirit, but so that would have been one way around it. Yeah, this is
Apparitions
so that does.
shapes, but
So
they
let's see. Our opponent did lose life, so yeah, we can just end the turn here. It's a shame I wanted to keep Kaya around for a bit longer, but just having the one-shot removal is fine. Opponent could send Voja to our our opponent could send the entire army in takeout. And oh no, they're not pumping the detective. Interesting choice. I definitely want to go after these two. But if our opponent leaves the board open enough, I might just ignore most of this stuff here. They might make me block with, say, the Hound or the Guardian. It is what it is. Yeah, I knew we were gonna lose Tate. Um, okay, let's crack this one. So I can. So target creature control gets +1/+1. Let's see. Our opponent's one with this one. I don't think I need 7 mana. 6 should be fine. Another makeshift binding is good too. So here's the mandatory block. Then here's the not mandatory block. Now we could still get domed by this. Our opponent has enough mana to flip this up if it's a certain creature.
Good for you. Shuffling me off my mortal coil.
Assemble the players gives us another option too. So let's see. Though I did find this to be a bit lackluster over time, so I might just let's just go. Let's just use our Leering Onlooker. I realize also we're taking quite a long time in this match, so Market Watch Phantom. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, having the flying really means a lot here. So, yeah, Assemble the Players is not exactly a very strong card, all things considered. We're just gonna be milking Tate. We're just gonna be Aftermath Analyst. It's a good ramp effect, so to speak. Not when you hit your removal spells, though. Also, we have the interest. I guess that's fine. Would I have? That was just for one land, so I probably would not have bothered. The extra, well, I guess the extra blocker would not have mattered also because I'm just attacking with flyers. Yeah, opponent goes all in. I'm gonna do a math check here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're not dying anytime soon. Yeah, take the hits. It's quite big. And yeah, let's just yeah, opponent sees it. We can kind of go for the win from there. So there we go. So I am liking the white black a lot. We managed to stabilize quite a bit, despite our opponent having our opponent landed really big stuff there. They landed their well, okay, we landed our mythic too. Though Kaya was basically just a removal spell. Still pretty good. I will take that victory. And with that, we we get to see Aurelia demand answers. Speaking of which, let's see if there's an answer to that. Now, next in the storyline is okay. Usually next we go next in the storyline, but since we already saw the Naya deck, let's go for that one. See if we can make that work. It is really hard hitting between Trostani, Anzrag, Tolsimir. Yeah, we saw the double Tolsimir. That they do have a quite they do have some removal, not that much. It's basically a ramp deck with some removal effects. So also note, they did play a few disguise cards. So Branch is a disguise card option. The Museum Night Watch would be another one. We saw the Nervous Gardener as another one. Greenbelt Radical is the one I was concerned about. I was really expecting this one. What's caught red-handed? That's the gain control, yeah. Yeah, it's a gain control effect. Yeah, we'll go with the caught red. Will the caught red branch in this case? We'll go with this one. See how this one lines up. Definitely really like trying these decks. They're really cool. Okay, so I want to do the turn 2 tunnel tipster. So escape. We're gonna go escape tunnel for our probably our mountain, I guess. Now we saw with Nervous Gardener, it can get lands with a basic land type, so it can actually first fetch these surveil lands quite well. Let's kind of take. Now, reason I could have gone Rubble Built Maverick right away, but I want to get the ramp as much as possible, so let's do that first. Because oh, and there's really just one basic mountain, that that was a good one to fetch. We'll definitely do. Opponent also on the red-handed deck, so Tunnel Tipster. If we can hit an untapped land, we can land Anzrag right away. Otherwise, it's probably just Lush Portico, double Rubble Belt. Neighborhood Guardian, sure. Okay, we do have a 5-drop incoming, so I definitely want to hit that. That said, if we hit another... Okay. Yeah, so we are... Yeah, we definitely want both of those. We're hoping our opponent does not have removal for the Tunnel Tipster. Because the key to this deck is you really want to land these big hitters. That said, we also want to be careful. Our opponent probably has their own makeshift. Okay, face down card. We'll take tree. I can also chump block, but I think just taking the tree now is fine. I'm gonna keep the World Soul's Rage because that's still removal. So we'll see what our opponent does next. Like, I have other alternative plans, I can go hard-hitting question on one creature. If our opponent drops something else, I can yeah, I could do the hard-hitting question plus the World Soul's Rage on these two, then just try to clear the way as much as we can. Opponent goes Trostani Tree. That is a very good target for a hard-hitting question. Nothing like a hard-hitting move. And well, opponent conceded right away, so yeah, we kind of had the advantage there. I think no, our opponent didn't. We did not. No, we. That was a surveil. That was not an explorer. So our opponent did not know we had the world souls. But yeah, they were kind of far behind already at that point. I would say that the Naya deck is very vulnerable. It it can add up from time to time. It doesn't add up always. Let's let, let's now go with Alkis Prof. This one is more blue black. There is a little bit of white. It does focus on the relationship between Alkis, Etrata, some of the key events. I am. It is also quite deduce heavy, but between this and the other detective deck, the I think the Kellen deck might be more straightforward. We'll give this one a try though. But I'm not too convinced that the Alkis deck is that great. But that said, Cryptic Code is quite nasty. So it's really a question of what deck is our opponent playing. We get to check out the shadowy backstreet. Mystery Spy. Nah, I think we could do better. Okay, opponent's playing the black red Judith deck, so that's neat. Okay, I goofed up. I should play blue mana. What are the odds that our opponent has a haste creature? I guess we X. We still lose a card, so which card would I lose? Probably the Not on My Watch. I'll say Eidetic Memory is quite good, so we'll play the Cryptic Code first. It is an island, so but the thing is that having the War 2 is going to be well. We'll see how many long goodbyes and other removal spells our opponent has. Next turn, I would love to do Eidetic Memory. We need to draw cards. The Deuce would also be a nice combo with it over time. Yeah, the reason I did not go for Alkis Prof first is basically just to have the extra protection, force our opponent to have something that's just not murder. Scrupulous Agent. I guess we give up the Deuce this time. Very unscrupulous indeed, but at least we're now able to beat down a bit. The Escape Tunnel does not tap for mana. There's an argument for play. Hold on. I guess we play Alkis Prof first because that gives us another creature. Yeah, we lose out on the Eidetic Memory, but we kind of want to have a spare creature at this point. Also, we want to be in the sequence where we have 5 mana, so we can... It has Ward, my friend. That is the shtick of this particular format. Based on creatures have more protection. Only going for the long goodbye, but this time on Alkis, so yes. I kind of expected that anyway. I'm also going to do a quick check on what are our double mana spell. Let us up. No, not. Oh no, there. Okay, Massacre Girl is the only one that has double black, and we have the second black already. Opponent seems to be stuck on mana. Okay, we'll do Eidetic Memory. Probably should not have played that land right away because we. Yeah, Cryptic Cloak is really nuts. I think our opponent should have saved the long goodbye for that one. Yeah, Alkis Prof is kind of nuts too, but actually I'm curious what are our removal options our opponent has. They probably do, but now we have the ability to return the coat and just re-equip the coat again and replay the coat. Only going for an innocent bystander, but we're going to just borrow that guy. Does our opponent have a way to get it back? Well, this one it is. We'll see. Next turn, yeah, the fairy snoops are not the strongest. I feel like it was it really busted if it was 2 turn face up and not 3. Now it has suspect, so this is never gonna block. I'm gonna just take the hit here because we could just win right away. And this case, because you have to remember that Barb Servitor can't block. And we might as well just put one of these down. Actually, you know what? Let's put both of them down. Yeah, the Barb Servitor having now, if our opponent has a way to remove the suspect, then we might have a problem. But then again, all we just need to do is flip one of these face up and then we get through. They finally land the Judith, but they don't have the spells to go with it. I guess we can just block this guy now. We'll take the 1. And yeah, they just yeah, we managed to get that to line up. I think our opponent getting stuck on mana hurt our opponent and really hurt our opponent a lot there. They really wanted to play the Judith earlier. Let's see what instants and sorceries our opponent has that that would merit centering the deck around Judith. Now, as far as the storyline goes, Judith felt like the red herring. It was more like Judith was trying to do stuff, taking advantage of the situation, so to speak. Yeah, that's what chaos does for you. But yeah, I got this. Yeah, this is a very nice look at Teysa. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's not called Cyclone Schemes for no reason. So let's see. Yeah, we got lots of burn spells. Long goodbye. No galvanize, but they do have blood spatter analysis. But they do have deadly complication. They have quite the list of removal. So quite a bit of suspects. They really want you to play Judith if they're giving you 4 copies. So you're mostly making the imp, which is still a good big deal. There's a demand answers as well. So the Runebrand Juggler is our play around with suspect. I have a few ways of making other suspects. It doesn't add up, really does not add up. I would say that as far as the decks go, this is probably not the best one. I would argue that this deck could probably have an escape tunnel or 2 as well, because now they gave the escape tunnels to the 3-color decks, but you're not exactly doing much on turn 1 here. Like we're missing a lot of we're missing the black Servile creature or 1 that was a big deal. That said, we will keep this hand. This one is quite playable. There is an argument for just playing the skeleton here. Yeah, I would rather play the skeleton here over the Rune Brand Juggler. Now take note, this is white. This could be white-black. Yeah, white-black. That assemble the players. The reason I did not play that last time I had that in hand was mostly because assemble the players as a card draw spell air quotes, it's not that great. I should have played this first, get the set. I should have played that first because the surveil would have been quite important. Also, we kind of, because we need to hit mana to get access to the removal, unlock this. Though we're more likely to just play this one first. Yeah, especially when our opponent lands Delny, we are definitely... We'll surveil here. Demand answer, sacrifice an artifact, and discard a card. Yeah, I think I do want to keep that. We definitely want BSA. We do not want Delny to... If it starts... Imagine all those triggers I had that starts doubling. Yeah, this one we want in the graveyard. Next, return target creature. Nothing really to return, I guess. Opponent lands the Sanguine Savior. It makes sense. Yeah, this time I still want to keep the demand answers. Next turn, we're more likely to just pay the 5, nuke one of our opponent's creatures. That is a good one. That's a good one to nuke. We will be nuking that one. So I have two options. I can do the demand answers first, but no, let's be honest. We lost a long goodbye, so that's nuts. But yeah, we're definitely keeping the deadly complication. Yeah, we're having a lot of removal is really nice. Oh, nope, never mind. Opponent blocked it, so yeah, so we do lose that one. I guess we can crack. We do have the mana to crack it and just search for it, so it's not too bad. Opponent going for Delny. Do they have... No, they're just cracking through. No. Yeah, we don't even need... We didn't even need Judith at this point. No decline. It being suspected. Return target creature. Yes, return the just bystander. And there we go. Yeah, turns out we just needed the blood spire analysis. Yeah, the demand answers. It would have helped it would have helped also in a different situation. But yeah, we managed to. The amount of removal here is what we needed for the white black deck. It did not help that our opponent was playing 1:1, and we kind of had answers along the way. Delny starting to. Delny is good, but but it's so good that you know it's going to eat a removal spell. So that is one thing to consider. That leaves us with one last deck. That's the Kellan deck. Let's see if Kellan. Let's see if Kellan in his journeys is gonna be good or if he's gonna disappoint. Nice Atrata. Now a quick. Yeah. Also, we're definitely gonna see Kellan again. finally finish his mini arc. That said, yeah, it's this one is a bit concerning. Yeah, sure, we have a lot. We have a lot of detectives. Private Eyes can be pretty good. We got some removal in Bite Down and Crime Buried in the Garden. Exit Specialist, kind of removal. But honestly, it feels like you want to land Ezreal. We're also we're also like missing some of the we're missing the case that pumps your detectives. That would have been a shoehorn fit here. Let's see if this one lines up. So I am gonna take the free mulligan. This is usually one of the issue with the three color decks. You need to have your colors aligned. This one is much better. I will keep this. We need blue, so we have to play Hedge Maze. I don't think I want the escape tunnel anymore at this point. Thinking cap is nice. Steam Core Weird is actually quite good here. We will probably what's it? Discard an instant sorcerer creature card with flying. We don't really have any of those. But I probably would end up just discarding these two. For this particular deck, because we have the Retrofitter, we don't really want to be playing these guys. When it does have an Etrata, so I definitely want to play Exit Specialist face down. Cold Case Cracker. Okay, neat. We'll see how our opponent deals with this one. Like, cloak the top per. Okay, our opponent. Novice Inspector is kind of fine here. I really want to play Kellen, but I think this might be the more responsible play. Now, we are going to decline this one, because that one... Opponent's most likely going to play the Cold Case Cracker again, so... No, they're going for Massacre Drill. Yeah, we will draw. Discard the island here. Now, opponent might... Now, there are some removal spells for us to worry about. Coerce to Kill is going to be the worst one for us. Oh, opponent is skipping. This one is whenever an assassin you control, so... Yeah, I'm not giving them a creature either, so I have to block. Opponent probably has a removal spell, so oh no, they don't? They do get to draw 2 cards though. So nothing, though our opponent isn't exactly doing much. They have a fistful of cards, so we'll have to see what they can do with it. Yeah, they're looking for the removal for Kellan. Yeah, but you have to slice from the shadows. Opponent. Yeah, we'll just draw a card. I was kind of expecting that to happen. But yeah, this is what I was. Now this is what I'm hoping for. Ezrim. Definitely want the evidence examiner now. Yeah, I guess we do have a critical amount of flyers. White black is the other one that has. Now the blue black deck also does have their flyers too, so that is a thing. They might have the removal for it, but that's fine because our plan now is to just go beat beat up top with Ezrin. That's that's fine. I was expecting that. Basically, and if a removal spell is going this way, it is not going this way. I'm actually gonna play the Projector Inspector first. Yeah, we can discard that. Now it's time to start collecting evidence. Yeah, Kellen can go. Gonna take quite a few hits though, and you have to remember to hold up 1 mana, so we might not be. Oh, Wither is a problem too. Thankfully, our opponent did. So, am I in the position where it's better for me to? Yeah, because if this is the okay, because our opponent will get to cloak a card. Cryptic. Yeah, they were gonna cloak a card anyway, and it's not like the Projector Inspector was gonna get past Massacre Girl. Okay, opponent played it out, so we can crack the clue for a card. Flush Portico. Exit Specialist is a neat option. I can swing with both bounce, then bounce to force a block, which might not be the worst thing. So this should force a block. So opponent probably has to play Cold Case Cracker now. They need to have a. I don't think they can afford to return Cryptic Code. They can hold this back, sacrifice the clue so that it can become a blocker. That is a strat. Yeah, they're replaying Massacre Girl. Yeah, so they're gonna hold back the clue. Mistway Spy. Okay, that's another flyer. Creatures you control have Wither, so it's a. So the wither is an issue here. Well, at least I know they don't have a hard removal for this, so I am actually free to crack this. And hey, Private Eye does give. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater, so I actually have to swing with both of them. This mitigates the damage somewhat that the Massacre Girl can't block. Yeah, they would have to do it like that anyway. Yeah, we are giving them quite a few cards. But Ezreal is still a headache. Now that said, Cold Case Cracker does negate that a bit. We will need to find another removal spell just to clear the way. We're kind of running out of them actually. Another Etrata, but most likely they play CC, the triple C. Kind of wish I had Waster fail. I'm actually, yeah, we have to give that. We have to give that card up. Yeah, this one's taking the longest because it's. Oh. When it okay, it does not work like that. The reason is because it has to be entering the battle. It's already on the battlefield, not enchanting anything. That is a wash. So yeah, a little misunderstanding of the rules, but at least it helped end the game. Yeah, it doesn't quite work that way. It entering attached only works if it was entering the battlefield as not in that sense. Like if it was not cast, you'd be able to have it enter. I think hexproof. No, it's not being targeted, so hexproof would not have helped there. However, because of the let's take a quick look at Etrata. It's you're just turning it face up. It's not entering. Now the other thing also is that turn this creature face up. If you can't exile it, I need to check the wording for cloak. Turn it and turn it. Then you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana. Okay. Okay. This is a well-known bug actually. So it kind of saved us there, but this is actually a well-known bug. The Etratas without paying its mana cost part does not work right now. So there is actually a very good reason not to play that part of Etrata. It would so that is a cautionary note for everyone right now. Etrata is bugged right now. It's what would have happened is it would have exiled it. It would have given you the option to cast it. The other thing also, but I probably should recheck that one because that yeah that should have yeah it exiles it. It gives you the option to cast it. Yeah, you can see that you can see that I'm still trying to process this, but yeah, I'm still working on that. I'm still working on that one. I'm pretty sure that was kind of a bugged interaction. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. I guess if I had to rank the decks, Sideline Schemes kind of needs things to line up. This one's also quite risky because if you are not attacking early, your suspect creatures are actually a liability. Crime Scene and Seances is actually quite good. Minor and Criminology, the other three decks have, if you can overcome the mana issues, Caught Red Branch, it requires you to land the rares and mythics, otherwise it's kind of scary. It's elementary. The minor in criminology, yeah, we were kind of relying on landing prof, but you could get mid range with detectives if you can land the private eye. It's elementary. I got it to work just off the back of the cryptic code, but otherwise, yeah, this one might be the question mark of the set. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.